So anyway, fellow coin collectors, the first coin set in this series is from Sierra Leone. So Sierra Leone issued coins dated 1964, and these circulated up until the 1980s. So they did issue another half a cent in 1980. The 1 cent they also issued in another coin in 1980. The 10 and 20 cent they issued another design in 1978, and the 50 cent they issued in 1972. So the 1978 and 80 coins are actually a bit harder to get than these because they have a lower mintage than these ones. Actually, a lot of them, the mintages are unknown. And the thing with these Sierra Leone coins, so what I do with these flips, I'll put on the country, I'll put on the metal, the year, and so the actual mintage. So as you can see, this one says 600,000. So but it's not true. It should be 6 million coins minted. And no, these ones are about $5 or so in this condition. So this condition, I had it on a. So this condition is pretty much uncirculated. And all you've got is just 2 fish and the denomination. And on the back, you just got the portrait of the president. So Unity, Freedom, Justice, Sir Milton Margay. And he's on all the coins dated 1964. So as you can see, I've got another half a cent. So they're not really that hard to get. Sometimes they do have some toning. Then the 1 cent. So the other coin, I have the specifications. So the KM is the Kraus number. If you want to put that on, 35 million minted. And as you can see, this one has a fingerprint on the actual coin. So the actual metal composition of this coin is 97% copper, 0.5% tin, 2.5% zinc. Usually bronze is classed as copper and tin, brass, copper and zinc. But when you got the 3 together, copper, tin and zinc, then it's just classed as a bronze. And this one just has ferns on them, so it would have been a native fern, but I'm not too sure on the species. Once again, on the back we have Mr. Milton, and these coins you can pretty much pick up for about $5 or less. 35 million, going to be quite common. So these were not all issued for circulation because there's quite a lot of them that were you can get in uncirculated grade. So when hyperinflation happened in the 80s, a lot of these were still probably in the banks and probably just sold off to collectors. Then we have the silver coins. So this one is the size of an Australian 5-cent piece or a previous sixpence. And this is a copper nickel coin, 75% copper, 25% nickel. And it has says white silk cotton tree on the actual plant. And on the back we have Milton again. The mintage for this one is 9 million. Do I have the mintage on it? Oh, 900,000. Wonder why I put that. That should be 9 million. I would say the information where I got this from was probably incorrect at the time. I have had these coins for quite a long time. And this one, I've seen, this one's probably at least $10 to $20 in this condition. Probably $5 or less if it's in lower grade, like very fine or whatever. Then we have the 10 cent, so 1964. This looks like it has cocoa beans going around, and it's quite a nice design. So who actually designed this? Don't know. There's no information on who the designer is, but they were all minted in London, and this coin had a mintage of 24 million. So once again, you can still get these in uncirculated grade. And then we have the 20 cents. So this is the size of the florin, or the 2 shilling coin that they issue beforehand. And even now the population of Sierra Leone, I think it's about 5 or 6 million people. So back in the 60s would have been at least 1 or 2 million. So 24 million is quite a lot of coins. And this one has the Lion of Sierra Leone. Has a mintage of 11 million. Its specifications are 8.25 grams, 26.945 millimeters. And yeah, they're all been demonetized. And it's just a nice coin to have. And here we have, so this is not uncirculated, probably almost uncirculated, has some scratching on there. And then in 1974, they issued a 50 cent. So before this, they had a 50 cent coin. This is quite a large coin, 30 millimeters, 11.6 grams. So it is probably as big as a New Zealand 50 cent coin, the one issued between 1967 and 2005. So this has a different portrait to Dr. Siaka Stevens, who was a former head of state. As you can see, dictators love to put the head on their coins. But this one supposedly was minted in 1971 and had a mintage of 1 million. So it's not really a lot of coins. And as you can see, this has the coat of arms of Sierra Leone. 1 million, it's barely going to do a dent in the market. So it is a bit expensive and also harder to get. So you're probably talking about probably about $20 in this condition for a coin like this. They also have a 1980 coin, which is a lot harder to get. And up until they issued the 1 Leone, this was the highest denomination in circulation. If you look at the 2 heads of state, so this guy's a bit older, you can tell, and he was replaced by a younger president. So yeah, the 1978 and 80 coins of the other denominations are a lot harder, lower mintage. Then we have the 1 Leone. So this was issued in 1987, as you can see the date here. There was a 1974 one, but that was just a commemorative, about 100,000. These coins here, there is no mintage figures, but there is also one issued 1988. The 1988 is the hardest one to get. And, you're probably paying at least $30 to $40 for the 88 one. For this coin here, probably about $5 to $10. But even this coin is a bit hard to get. I'm just looking at eBay now. I see only 2 that are listed for sale. Sometimes I don't see any at all. So it just depends. It also depends on the actual site that you go to. I'm talking about the eBay site, because different countries have different eBay sites. So this is Dr. Joseph Seydou Moma. So obviously he's in military uniform, military president. And here is the 1971 coin. So this was the commemorative one. Don't have any information, but it's a 100,000. And surprisingly, it's more common than this coin. This would have had a few million minted because it was issued for circulation. This is just issued as a commemorative coin. So it's 38.6 millimeters and 28.2 grams. So, and on it we have just a lion. So this commemorates the Bank of Sierra Leone, its founding. And on the back, Dr. Sharker Stevens. So this is also minted in London. And these coins, probably get from $10 to $40 depending on where you're buying it from. Sometimes you can get them in a white casing as well. It just has the information. Not really that much, but it's protective. So, but I'm not too sure if it's PVC and it's actually going to tone the coin. The ones I've seen haven't. So, all up, if you wanted to get a collection like this, okay, you're probably paying at least $50. So some countries, the coins are quite easy to get. Sierra Leone is just not one of them, which makes them pretty exotic. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you very much. I hope this helps you with your coin collecting, and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you. Check out my website. I have an eBay as well as a umrd.com.au where I sell coins. Thank you and goodbye.